a lot of people had very big interest in this one. We are moving on to Ian Garry versus Michael Venom Page. A lot of trash talk, a lot of theatrics. Um, yeah, it's Ian Garry. I actually
And
really, I'm not an Ian Garry hater. I know a lot of people fucking hate him, and I understand why. He has super high like tattletale kid vibes.
he's
Um,
annoying.
he's annoying, but every time I see him where he's just being himself, he seems like a great dude. And it's like, can you
Yeah,
stop trying
like
to put on the persona?
that video with this kid, that was cool.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
that's do that, dog.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, and like people, I don't know. I get it. He's trying to do the whole like be a heel and all this shit, but it's like, dude, is it worth your marriage? because because
You're starting to turn into Colby, and not
it's
not
gotten
on the
dark.
good side.
Yeah, it's gotten dark. But whatever it is, it got people were interested in this fight. Uh, MVP is everybody will talk about how MVP is a can crusher and that he crushed a bunch of cans in Bellator. And while that is true, that doesn't mean that he's
He doesn't
bad.
have the skills he has.
Yeah, good fighters can also crush cans. That doesn't
Yeah,
mean that they're bad. Um, HBK versus fucking MVP, man. We were counting on you. Send him back to Bellator. Gamscott says bro's kid is already way cooler than him. Agreed. Agreed. Um, First round, Ian Garry immediately realizes I can't touch this guy on the feet. He takes him down. Damian Maya's in his corner. Very cool to see. I fucking love Damian Maya. Uh, Takes him down, gets his back, um, has the choke like twice. Um, because he catches the kick immediately. I also Michael Venom Page, surprised at the kick heavy game plan against someone that
yeah.
I thought was probably going to try to take him down. Maybe we don't need the kicks, especially high kicks. Um,
Especially with how well his hands were working.
yeah, yeah. So he gets taken down off like the first high kick he throws. Ian Garry takes his back. He's been working it down at Shooter Box with Oliveira, clearly working with Damian Maya. Gets his back, has the choke a couple times, but Michael Venom Page did a decent job of shrugging and getting his head low enough to where he couldn't get the full. I don't think he was fully surrounded. He was under the chin, but he never was like in the V perfectly,
Yeah.
And
It
even
it
when
was
even
weird
like
because like MVP was doing good, but also really bad at defense. Like
yeah,
he was doing good stopping the submission, but all
yeah,
the jujitsu parts,
everything else
what are
was
you
missing.
doing?
Everything else was gone. He was very good at preventing the choke from happening, and that's about
Yeah,
it. And maybe that's
yeah,
all it needed, right? Maybe he was like, I'm not going to get up. I'm not going to expend all the energy. Um, and he ends up, the second round starts. You go to the second round. Easy round for Ian Garry, right? Second round, and Michael Venom Page is lighting him up with that overhand right. Uh, the way he hops in and he'll jab the chest and then throw the overhand, it's fucking beautiful, dude. It's so
yeah.
good. He cracked Ian Garry a few times in that second round. Um, and props to Ian Garry because Michael Venom Page has one punch knockout power, and he just
Hmm.
didn't go out. Third round, he blitzes Ian Garry again, cracks him to the point where Ian Garry's getting ran through, and he just grabs him by the body, uh, body lock almost, and Michael Venom Page just runs through him, ends up on top. Um, Ends up spending like the first half of the round in his guard. Um, and like Dana talked about, he's like, if he stayed on top, he probably would have won that fight. But instead, he disengaged and got up, and then Ian took his back for the second
Yep.
half of the round, and then, and then that's kind of how he won it. It was like the first round was a
Again with the
clear Ian.
kick.
Yeah, again, yeah. The first round clear Ian Garry. Second round clear Michael Venom Page. Third round was literally 50-50 with one of the fighters being in guard and the other fighter being on his back. So it's like I've seen people say it's a robbery. I don't
No.
agree that it's a robbery. It's that third round. You could call that third round a 10-10 because there was never any threats off the back.
Hmm.
They literally, if you go back to a picture, Rich, they spent 2.5 minutes in this position
Like
right
that.
here. Yeah, the whole second half of the final half of the third round was this, which I guess it is winning. I guess kind of sucks. A little lackluster. I thought I liked going into the third how it was even, and both of them had success in certain aspects. I thought it was interesting, and the third round kind of just sucked.
You can definitely say that like MVP's ego or pride kind of lost him this one because like if you just don't make the same mistake you make in the first, I think you win this fight. Like you win that
Yeah.
third and you get the 2-3. But
Mhm.
you throw the kicks, you disengage, you throw the kicks that you shouldn't be throwing up high. Like you could have at least thrown these kicks like down at his legs or something. Like why are
And
you
he
throwing
did do that
so
a
high
little
up?
bit. When he goes southpaw, he'll throw that stomp to the knee, and that's good. That's a good weapon because it can keep someone away from you. But throwing high kicks against someone who's clearly now trying to take you down, it's tough, man.
Also
It's
somebody
really
who's the
tough.
same height as you. Like
Yeah,
you're throwing really high up. You're not throwing against
yeah.
all the Bellator guys you fought who
Librarian.
are like 5'10".
Yeah, an actual librarian that he fought in Bellator.
Hey everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.